excuses tonight, because I know you didn't go out last night.
Fans live for games like this one.
And the temperature is rising here already with the watch party in full swing. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, an April Fool's Day edition. Glad to have you with us. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jordan Clarkson.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Vanderbilt and Davis patrol the paint. Then it's Connect. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Simmons in at the 1. And for Utah, George and Sexton in the backcourt. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Stan, once teams get into the postseason, what kind of changes do we typically see?
Well, Brian, the one thing you see for sure is everybody's rotation will get shorter, and the best players' minutes will go up. There's no more experimentation now. It's time to put your best players out there for as many minutes as possible.
Pass to Hendricks. Down low. The shot comes out. And so Davis will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And you look at what they've accomplished this year on the road. 30 wins and counting.
Yeah, they're reaching those historical numbers reserved only for the greatest teams in NBA lore. The types of rosters filled with talent, experience, desire, all built to win championships. I think you can say the same thing about this team. Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
From deep, here's Simmons. And Los Angeles, another 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Simmons has gone 2 for 2 from distance tonight. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with the Jazz head coach. And the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Simmons. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Sexton. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Over Reeves. Sexton misses.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again. especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Hits the trifecta.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
For three, George buries it from three. George has got his second bucket of the night.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
From deep three-point range. Vanderbilt, a pass to Simmons. And another three.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. George passes to Sexton. Back to George. Puts it up from 12.
It looks like they're sleepwalking through the first quarter.
The Lakers lead by 7. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. The shot won't fall. The Jazz have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. George finds Sexton. Kessler, a screen on Reeves. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. That doesn't go either for George. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And guys, they're up to 19 straight now. What a remarkable run.
Well, of all the ways to establish yourself as a powerhouse, this may be the best way to do it, by going on a phenomenal streak and looking practically unbeatable. One thing you can tell right now, they are playing with swagger, a sort of poise that they're backing up with execution. Not easy to do.
Now here's Simmons. 12 points for him. No good from outside. Jazz trail by 10. George feels it out a bit. Three-pointer. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. From deep, here's Simmons. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching. A perfect game plan.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. And the Lakers with some changes. Roddy, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Jones comes in for Reeves. And D'Angelo. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. Mann comes in for Sexton. And the Lakers making a change here.
Time.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. From deep, here's Simmons. Here's Bassey. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
They've got Williams. Collier is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Hendricks in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
The first free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Cowboy in that last game against the Celtics put on a show. He dropped 69 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. What a game for him, and against their rivals no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
Pass to Collier. Back to Clarkson. The three ball. Rebounded by the Lakers. Jones has got 4 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And it's Simmons missing. Jazz trail by 20. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Los Angeles has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. He shoots it. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Simmons has got 23 points.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
Clarkson outside. Pass to Collier. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. To end the run. Hendricks no good. Los Angeles leading by 22. The kick out to Simmons. Takes the three. Counted from distance. He's got 26.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
And Utah calls time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And with the regular season coming, power rankings. You take a look at the 76ers. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, for the Lakers, they've been systematically taking down their opponents, piling up wins just like everyone thought they would.
Here's Kessler. Still without a bucket. Pass to Sexton. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Good on the bucket.
And look, Sexton's lack of size has never prevented him from mixing it up down low.
You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
And it's the Lakers' ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And the bucket is good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to George. 1:46 left in the second quarter. Rebound by the Lakers.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go. Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Now here's Sexton. George outside. Stolen by Jones. On the break. Vanderbilt with it. Guarded now by George. The free throw drops for Vanderbilt. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. And the Lakers also making a switch. Reeves is checked in for Jones. And Vanderbilt drops them both. There's 1:12 left to play in the first half. Pass to Sensabaugh. And here's Sexton. Kessler, a screen on Reeves for three. Sexton, he's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Asserting himself at the arc. Sexton saw his shot and took it without fear.
From deep, here's Simmons. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
George passes to Sexton. Back to George. 32 seconds left in the first half. Count it. Good. George has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Davis, the pass to Simmons. Fires from deep. It doesn't go for him. Pass to Sexton. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Launches it from deep. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Los Angeles firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back after this.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studio. Off the top, let's take a gander at the Players of the Month. Looking at the East, LaMelo Ball.
Well, LaMelo's been incredible. I tell you, he has been an elite scorer and passer who can single-handedly dictate the pace of the game, Shaq.
And when it comes to this award, it doesn't hurt that he got that razzle-dazzle to his game.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Lakers.
They love to run. At times, it looks like a layup line. They can hit the three, but tough matchup for your transition D.
Yeah, they've made it a race, but only one team has shown up. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so in the game for the Lakers, Vanderbilt and Davis patrol the paint. Then it's Austin Reeves, then it's Connect, and it's Simmons in at the point.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Hendricks. George outside. Here's Hendricks. Left side, Sexton. Releases. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Sexton's got 7 points.
Well, there's the sleight of hand by Sexton, launching quickly.
From deep, here's Simmons. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Well, the Jazz shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. To the middle. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
From deep, here's Simmons. Utah grabs the miss. Hendricks has got 4 rebounds in the game. And so it's Utah with it. I got him. Sexton looking around. Over Reeves. And again, it's Utah.
A dynamic scorer. Sexton will absolutely take the mid-range J if you give it to him.
And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his 4th year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, seems like everybody gets traded at some point now, and Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal, it's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you, there's also a team that wanted you in trade.
So true.
The Lakers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. From deep, here's Simmons. Gets the 3 ball to go. Simmons has got 41.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Reeves against Sexton. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Simmons, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Sexton with it. Picked up by Reeves. And it's Sexton on the take. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now Simmons. He's got 44. Vanderbilt, the pass to Simmons. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
The Jazz have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. On the wing, Sexton. Kessler against Davis. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Connect. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Pass to Hendricks. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
To the paint. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
From deep, here's Simmons. And again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. On the wing, Sexton. Pass to George. Now here's Sexton. Here's Hendricks. For 3, George. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Outside Simmons. Launches it. And again for 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Outside Sexton. Pass to Kessler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Simmons looking around. And the 3 off target.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there. Changes for Los Angeles. Waters comes in for Bassie. And Simmons is subbed in for Christie. Utah shooting only 36% so far in this game. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Keontae George. Then it's Williams. Then it's Walker Kessler. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Utah right now. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense. They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
From deep, here's good. Another from three.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Clarkson passes to George. Pass to Clarkson. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time.
And again for three.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
Boy, he's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long. What a shooting performance. And it's Clarkson missing.
Well, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to fix.
He got it again. Sensational.
And he now owns the record for career 60-point games. I mean, it's shocking.
Some people already consider him the best ever to lace him up. This will continue to fuel that conversation. And Utah calls time here. Utah making a switch here. Hendricks is checked in. Lawson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Christie comes in for Russell. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Jones. Coach, what's the challenge of NBA travel like?
Well, look, all of us in the NBA just have to come clean on this. We travel on first-class charters. We're taken care of as well as you can possibly be taken care of. It's just that there's a lot of travel in an NBA season, and if you're on the coast, you probably feel it a little bit more even than the teams in the middle of the country.
And he drops a first, and the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Massey, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And so he hits both. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Inside. Here's Sensabaugh. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Jones. Pass to Christie. Drives to the hoop. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And here's George. Williams with it. 4 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Lakers.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And it seems like these guys are never satisfied, always hungry for more. They push themselves to their 66th win for the connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside, Williams. The Jazz again can't hit. Now Los Angeles with it. They've outscored them 16-2, not slowing down. Here's Simmons, and the layup is good off the glass.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kessler. The jump hook doesn't go for him. On the attack, Simmons. And good! There's another!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Good win. Let's keep it going.